Some of my favourite images I've ever taken have come from this thing, the original Fujifilm x100. The camera was released in 2010 and is still viable in my opinion to be photographing with in 2025. The camera itself even looks like a film camera, and that's why in this video I'll be photographing it like it is one. I will be using 24 shots, an ISO of 200, and there'll be a slight push and pull because you can push and pull film ISOs. And finally, and most importantly, I will not be checking the shots. I will only check them when I get back off location. And I think this is going to be a fun little experiment and will really test how far my film photography skills have taken me over the last 8 to 9 months. So I'm at Big Brie on Sea. Oh, you can't even see my face, it's all shadowed. Hey ho. But the cap is necessary. Ginger, pale, bird. So yeah, I'm at Big Brie on Sea. I've got with me my Fuji x100. I've taken my first 2 shots. I was going to bring a notepad, but I forgot, and I'm going to have to keep maybe a mental note, or I'll try and put it on my phone of how many shots I've taken. But I know right now I've taken 2, and the plan is to do the coastal walk all the way as far as I can go. I've got 4 hours on my car, so say maybe an hour and a half that way, an hour and a half back with a little sit down, obviously time to take pictures and stuff because the car's back that way. So I've got a little while. It's a lovely, lovely day. I wish I brought an extra layer, but that's not to worry. And I'm really interested to see how this little fun experiment is going to go. I really like this image in particular. The raw file itself was actually pretty okay, but it didn't quite give the atmosphere of the day that I was hoping. So in the edit, I wanted to have more of a light and airy feel to the image, so I increased the exposure a little bit, kind of blew out some of the highlights a little bit, so if you see me referencing the images there, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I cropped it to have lesser of the grass and more of like a big open sky, purely because I wanted to have like a Studio Ghibli type feel to the image, and I think that has come through fantastically well. I am completely out of breath, but you would be if you were walking up that hill. I'm hoping it showed it too, but just took a stop to have a look, just kind of appreciate it really, because look how nice it is. It's so gorgeous here, and I don't know what it is with us Brits, but it might be the same abroad, I don't really know, but we have an affinity for caravans, and if this doesn't work I'll get another clip, but affinity for caravans, and always had one growing up, lucky to be around it, and it usually comes with a beach, and I think that's the best bit about it. It's currently, I think, well, I might be wrong, I feel like it's like the 19th of April, and gorgeous weather, gorgeous sun. It's not overly warm, hence the jumper and the hat. Wish I actually brought another layer, but hey ho, is what it is. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. It's what a time to be out for a walk. I really wish I had some form of action camera, because this camera is so heavy. Currently I've taken 9 shots, I will be on my 10th currently, and if I'm being honest, I have had to check through, but I didn't check the images, I checked the numbers at the top because I completely forgot how many I'd taken. So I've taken 9 shots, haven't seen any of the images, and I promise you that, and I'm really looking forward to it. I find with the reason I went to digital is the fact that I was taking hundreds and hundreds of images per shoot, and you can only get so far with that because you're kind of relying on, you can rely on post-production, you can rely on other things, but actually having yourself a limited amount of number of shots, even though I've got, I'm pretty sure a 64 gig SD card in here, and these file sizes are tiny. They're only 12 megapixel sensors on the original X100s, so I have a lot of room if I want it, and I'm not going to take it, and that is deliberate in the way that I want to have my approach, because I've been shooting with film for quite a while now. I want to say maybe 8 months, and having the limited number of shots has made my creativity so much more, because I have to be more creative with my shots because I don't have unlimited, and if I want to have unlimited it's going to cost me a pretty penny. So I'm really happy with the way that it's going. I'm absolutely shattered walking up and down these hills. It's quite warm, it's warmer than I expected, and currently where I'm sat there's no breeze, so I'm absolutely sweating. But yeah, the view in front of me I've got is just incredible. I'm actually finding one issue with this camera is the fact I usually use 50mm, and 50mm is pretty good, it's pretty good range, it's the same as what your eye sees, but this is the 35, and that is more than fine in most scenarios, especially, I don't know, say like going photographing in an arcade or something just quite up and personal. But when it's quite a broad landscape, it can sometimes be quite difficult, especially as I like to photograph people doing things and just people living their lives. Kind of hard to do that when I have to be like this distance away for some of the shots. So I'm going to play with it, and as it's digital 12 megapixel, there is a little bit of wiggle room for cropping in and editing a little bit. So if I need to crop in and zoom in a little bit in post-production, I think I will, because it's worth it if the shot's there. I do that with my film images anyway, but I'm just hoping and praying that the quality is holding up for some of these shots, because some of the shots that I've seen I'm really happy with. Whether I can translate it into this, we can hope and pray.
I just wanna go out and walk with you, baby, you know I just like to.
You can hear me because I'm to the side of the mic. The plan is to go down here, oh there's my hand, down there, and then it goes up and back down there, and there's a beach down here. I'm not sure if you can see it, let me move around. There's a beach if you can see it, and then you come down and you go back up, and I'm hoping to end up here somewhere if there's enough time. If there's not enough time, I will work with what I've got. I've got an hour to get over there whilst be taking pictures, and then got another 2 hours to get back to the car. So fingers crossed, because there's some lovely views over there.
Time to time, I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
Well, clearly you can't hear me during these windy iPhone clips, but the point that I was trying to make is that actually photographing with a piece of gear that you really want to photograph with is really important. Like using this Fuji x100 that I use kind of every now and then, I use it quite sparingly, and I come to the realization that I want to use it more. That's basically the point of the clip that I was trying to say. The fact that the camera that I'm using right now, the R6 Mark II, was really heavy. I didn't mind carrying it because obviously it's going to do all the video work, it's going to get some class shots that I'm really happy with. But actually having a piece of gear that is quite light, something that I know these X100s are built for travel, but it kind of proved it to me. I don't know why it kind of clicked when I was actually photographing with this on this day, because using some of my big heavy medium format film camera, it kind of made me realize that sometimes you don't need the big, the medium formats, the big mirrorless cameras. Actually having a piece of gear that you just enjoy photographing with is so much more important. So my return alarm has just gone off. I'm already on the way back because I needed to, I think I said in another clip that I have a few shots left. So I've got 4 images left, and I've got a couple of things in mind. I want to get a picture of the main beach. I would like to get quite a few shots of people just being around. I think it might be a little bit sunburned. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, I think sometimes just getting out and photographing and getting out of your own head of, what am I going to photograph here? Where am I going today? And just kind of picking a spot and going for it. Something I need to do more often, because this was very spontaneous. This wasn't initially planned. It was on my list of places I wanted to go, but it wasn't in my to-do list this week for videos. And well, hopefully the images have turned out, but I've really enjoyed my day, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video as well, because I've loved it. And hopefully this iPhone quality holds up and the mic is okay. It is quite windy, so I'm hoping and praying, but the views here are just amazing. So it's currently the day after actually shooting change of clothes, sat at home and stuff, but I've actually only just uploaded the images from the original X100. I haven't looked at them yet. I've got them on the screen and they are ready to be dropped into Lightroom, and this will probably be in the back end of the video because I hope that I've shown the images throughout as I've gone along, but this is my actual first time seeing them, and doing it this way, I think if I continue to shoot in some form of digital workflow, like using the X100, and I have some really old digital cameras that I might use and test out, I think I'm going to try and do this going forward, where I have like a certain amount of shots, because I'm actually quite excited to have a look at the images. It feels like I've just gone to the film shop and got the films developed, and I know that I'll probably sit and edit these a little bit anyway, but it feels like I'm having that fun. So let's drag these in, and yeah, 24 shots, and yeah, and I've got my light in front of my screen. Let's import those, and yeah, I can see that these are going to be really quite cool. So I'm really excited. I think these will be sick, and hopefully the images have turned out really well as the video's gone on. So now, after photographing the day with the original Fujifilm X100, going over the images in Lightroom and putting them in, hopefully in this video you'll see quite a few of them. And what are my opinions on using this camera in today's day and age? I absolutely loved it. If I'm going to be completely honest, I loved it, and it's something that I will be putting in the rotation a little bit more. I know this YouTube channel is centered more around film photography, but this camera is just gorgeous. It's so much fun to use, and I thoroughly enjoy using it. As I said earlier in the video, it's more about what gear makes you want to go and photograph, and this camera definitely wants to make me go and photograph. It fits in my pocket. It's about the size of my two hands if I cover them over. I know that's not an accurate measurement, but it's easy to carry. I have no qualms with it. It's light, and the pictures that come out of it are great. The raw files are amazing. Actually, I'm really surprised at how well they held up for the color grade that I did on them, and the sensor size was unbelievable too. I know it's only 12 megapixels, but it held up still really well for a crop. So it really doesn't matter for these big cameras. This is just, if you can find one, I'd highly recommend getting one. I've absolutely loved it. And if you've loved this video and the images that I've taken, I do have an Instagram @GrennyCreates, and it's the same as the YouTube handle, so it should be relatively easy to find it. I'll try and link it in the caption below. And if you have enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and means you'll stick around to see some more of my videos. And finally, and most importantly, I do have a creator code with the answer, and that is code Grenny, and that will save you 10% off on your purchases over there. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it, and will hopefully be making some more soon, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.